welcome to the daily reading for Saturday, September the 8th, 2018. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am the Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. And for your reading, I'll be using the Bicycle Stargazer playing cards. We're also going to be pulling a message, a card from the Under the Roses Lenormand as the overall theme or challenge for the day. And then we'll be looking at a guidance message from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. So same format as I've been using over this past series. So same format as before, just switching up the cards that I'm using. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. And by the way, this reading is for all signs, so it's a reading for the collective. If there are any specific signs that do come through, or specific messages like that, then I will, make sure to let you know. All right. What is the overall theme or challenge for Saturday, September the 8th, 2018 for all signs? For tomorrow, September the 8th, 2018, what is the challenge, the overall theme or challenge for Saturday, please? September the 8th, 2018 for all signs. The cross, what are the messages and energies you'd like to share for the collective for Saturday, September the 8th, 2018? What are the most important messages and energies you'd like to share for the collective for all signs? For Saturday, September the 8th, 2018. Eight of Diamonds, Six of Spades, Two of Hearts, what is your guidance for all signs with regards to this reading and with regards to this reading for Saturday, September the 8th, 2018? What is your guidance for the collective for all signs for Saturday, September the 8th, 2018? We have the Lady of the Mirror. All right, all, I'm going to tell you what I see here. I pulled the cross from the Under the Roses Lenormand deck, Petite Lenormand deck. We also have the Eight of Diamonds, the Six of Spades, and the Two of Hearts. So this translates roughly to the, well, not roughly, directly to the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Cups in the tarot. So since I'm using playing cards as tarot cards today, that's how I'm going to be interpreting the cards. So the signs that I'm seeing are Earth, Air, and Water. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So we're dealing with also the intellect, the mind, as well as the material world and emotions. So what we think, how we feel, and what we do. what we believe, how our beliefs create actions, how our actions can also influence our beliefs, and so forth. And then we have the Lady of the Mirror, which indicates that this reading is about reflection and non-judgment, reflecting on our life in some way. I'm going to start with the top card here, which is the underlying theme or challenge of this reading. And the cross does indicate to me that something is fated to happen on this day, something about your destiny. Because the cross does talk about karma, fate, and suffering. There is a situation today which requires your faith. A situation today which requires your faith and is part of your destiny. So we might say that this is a fated situation. This is part of your karma that you're going to be dealing with. In fact, I kind of, what I'm getting here, it's a review of the past as well. And that's actually a theme that's been coming up in a lot of these readings. I'm kind of seeing that, it's a pattern that I'm seeing as we begin the month of September. And this is a very karmic time for a lot of people, actually. It's in a very subtle way. So when we talk about these cards here, we are dealing with minor arcana. First of all, there are no core cards. So these are mundane energies. I'm seeing someone here who's very committed, very hardworking. They're very focused. You could say that this is an energy also of someone who believes in building something. This is a builder. This is a worker. This is someone that takes their work very seriously, takes commitments very seriously. They put everything into what they do, and they work very carefully. They're very focused. They're very hardworking. And I'm actually seeing that today there may be travel. This can be travel over water. This can be a flight as well. This can be someone also going through some kind of healing or some transition. Someone could be working on their healing. I'm also seeing that there could be someone who is leaving a work situation to go see someone that they are in a relationship with or that they are in love with, because we actually have the soulmate card here, soulmate energy or soul connection here. So there is possibly a fated soul connection being made today. This can be either a work relationship, a business partnership, or a love relationship. But with the Two of Hearts here, this is very unique. It's a meeting of two souls connecting on the same wavelength, understanding something. I'm also seeing healing taking place within commitments today. This can be any kind of, it can be platonic relationships, love relationships. I'm specifically seeing love relationships here. Oh, my camera is shaking a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, so working on your healing, working on a transition. This can be a specific or very important process of healing going on in terms of a important relationship in your life, a soul connection. And the way that that takes place is actually, I think, by understanding the role that you played in this relationship. What have you put into it? And understanding that our actions, our work, our life and meaning is intricately woven into this process. And so we have the Lady of the Mirror here as the overall guidance. And let me just read a little bit about this card. It's a very important card, as it is the last card in the deck. Card number 44. And the Lady of the Mirror is both an ally and a challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. What you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say a war. This is a distorted interpretation of this law. certain events are fated to test our faith. And so I do feel like there is something here that is testing our faith today, asking us to see, can we see events from a larger perspective in our life, why they happened the way that they did. As certain events are fated to test our faith, rather find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures, and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. Very important. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. So I do see this as a time of healing. And when we see the Two of Cups here, it's also about self-love as well. Coming to a better understanding of the role that we played and how we kind of created things, and the things that we created, the things that we built in our lives are a perfect reflection of who we are, and they're meant to be the way that they are. If we can kind of accept that things are perfect just the way they are, they're meant to happen this way. I think that there's a certain amount of acceptance, like self-acceptance, that can come through this period of time. But this is a situation that does require faith, and we're always being tested on this, So can you reflect and be sort of non-judgmental and, come to a realization that it was always about love. It was always for love. Everything you did was for love, was because of love. Yeah, I definitely see healing happening here. Someone going through a transition. This can also be some movement here, whether it's a move away from a situation or into another situation. I'm definitely seeing that. Now, let me look at the numbers as well. We have 8 plus 6 plus 2. So numerology, very important, right? And that reduces to 17, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I'm wrong. Once again, don't ask me to do math, because that's my least favorite subject, or at least one that I've never been very good at. Okay, so we have 16, which reduces to a 7. 7, very spiritual number. Very spiritual number. 7 is all about divine timing. Things happening the way they're meant to. 7, we think of like the 7 wonders of the world. Very, very divine number. Very spiritual number. I find today to be, when I say today, I'm speaking of tomorrow, depending on where you are, Saturday, as being a very spiritual day. I'm seeing a lot of people healing on this day. I'm seeing people understanding things in a new way. There's a great amount of self-acceptance. And also I'm getting karma, wrapping up karma, understanding our fate, understanding how this was all meant to be. Yes, that sounds very broad, but if you were sitting where I'm sitting, you would understand that the cards that we have on this table today are actually huge energies. This card is similar to the World in the Major Arcana, and we also have similar to Judgment in the Tarot. So I'm seeing a kind of a recognizing and understanding, a reckoning sort of how fate has played an important role in our lives, and has everything has kind of happened the way that it was meant to happen, and an understanding and healing of parts of ourselves. But it all comes down to, it all, equals love at the end of the day, and it all comes down to love. So, that's what I'm seeing for your reading, very special reading. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving your comments below. If you'd like to book a private reading, I do have openings available. You can check below in the description for my personal website and scheduling page. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily reading. Take care.